Herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Special der E3 2014. Dieses Mal haben wir etwas ganz Besonderes für euch, denn Martin war bei Witcher 3 bzw. bei dem Entwickler CD Projekt Red. Dabei konnte er nicht nur Witcher 3 anzocken, sondern hatte auch ein Interview mit zwei der Entwickler. Dieses wollen wir euch natürlich nicht vorenthalten. Ich stelle zwei verschiedene Videos hoch, einmal mit dem Originalinterview auf Englisch und einmal mit einer Übersetzung, die ich einfach auf Deutsch aufsprechen werde. So ist für jeden etwas dabei. Im Hintergrund läuft währenddessen ein bisschen des Gameplays von Witcher 3, was auf der E3 2014 gezeigt wurde. Wie immer, viel Spaß mit dem folgenden Video.
Witnesses claim the wild hunt follows her. You must find her. And when I do, what then?
Hallo, Martin Lienert vom PS4 Magazin, hier von der E3 in LA. Ich bin hier bei CD Projekt Red und mit mir ist José Tejeda. Ich habe es einigermaßen hinbekommen. Der ist Senior VFX Artist bei CD Projekt Red und ist hier für mich da, um ein paar Fragen zu beantworten. First, well met. I want to congratulate you for the great presentation and for the work that you did. It was quite impressive.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're very proud of it. We're very happy with it.
I fear my first question will also be the most difficult one for you to answer.
Okay.
What is your favorite part of The Witcher 3 if you would choose only one personally?
Oh wow. Well, obviously the story is very nice. It's a very interesting game. I know it's a lot of people will use very expensive adjectives to describe it. It's like, oh, it's awesome and amazing. I have to say, I play the game and I'm working in this game and I have to look at it every day. So I play with it every day and it's interesting. Like the dialogue is very well made. The locations are very well made. It's interesting to explore and to look around and to meet people and to talk to other people and to make these quests. We have a very talented quest design team at CD Projekt Red, and yeah, it's their job to make sure the game is interesting and to make sure that the player remains interested in the game. Yes? So yeah, it's very hard to describe. It's an interesting game. It's like it's almost like reading a good book. You are connected with the game. You're like, oh, okay, let me go explore here and talk to these people. Let me go explore there. Let me do this, what they asked me to do for them. So let's see what we can get in reward. Okay, of course. Now, personally, for my job, I love the visuals. I love the rendering. Yes. So I love all the views and the vegetation and the foliage and the city looks amazing. All the visual part of the game looks okay. But this is like a little bit more on the technical side.
Yeah, but I have to agree, it really looks incredible, and gameplay footage as a video just doesn't give it real credit to see it on a big screen.
Yes.
Sometimes distinction is made between RPGs for Eastern and Western RPGs. First with the German Gothic series, for example, or the Risen games, and now also the Witcher series. I have some sort of feeling that there is a distinction between American and European RPGs. Do you see some sort of distinction there also?
Okay, well, definitely yes. I think there you can definitely feel a difference. Actually, our executive producer the other day, just yesterday actually, had a very good answer for this. That again, I go back to this topic of being interesting. That the fact that The Witcher 3 is very inspired on this Nordic and Scandinavian, Slavic sort of mythology and so on. That this is very strange to the Americans. That's very new to them and very unusual to them. So it becomes very. They are fascinated by this world because it's interesting. It's a story that they're not used to do, and it's a story as well with a depth that they're not used to, and it's very. Probably they're more used to very sort of action-oriented role-playing games, and this one is a little more, perhaps more slow-paced, more about the story and about how it develops, how it affects the world and everything. So, but it's definitely, yeah, you can definitely feel a difference. Yes.
I would also say the European RPGs tend to be a bit more dark and gritty.
Yes. This game, it's funny because this game. So Geralt is this very neutral character. Yes, this is a very. So he tries to don't get into conflicts. He wants to. Specifically in this game, he's in this like a little bit more personal quest this time. So he doesn't want to get into trouble, but then of course he's always find himself in the middle of trouble later. And Yeah, it's very, yes, definitely. I will say that yes, this is a very sort of serious, dark. It's really messed up environment. I have to say some of the quests. Of course, I cannot spoil it, but I can say that some of the stuff, some of the things that you can do in the game are really, and some of the decisions you have to make on the game are really complicated. And but then there are these strange moments of comedy because you don't expect it. It's like a serious, interesting story that you go, and then suddenly somebody makes a joke, and you weren't prepared for this joke. So it's funny because you just weren't completely expecting it. So there's a little bit. They're trying to make it a little bit. There's obviously some romance. There's this politics. There's a little bit of action. There's a little bit of comedy. They're trying to mix this all together into a coherent story and world environment.
Let's go to the technical side. How easy was it to develop for the new console generation?
Actually, I would probably say that it was easier than we would imagine because we were. As I'm sure that you can imagine, this is a lot of information. CD Projekt makes their own engine, this red engine, and some of the things in this engine are really well made, especially the rendering part and also. And we had actually some problems because the game was a little bit unstable because it was crashing because it was just too much information. It's too much, especially when walking in these main cities or big villages or something. There's too many people and too many houses, and everybody's doing because in the villages as well. Something that we are proud of is that people have actual schedules during the day. They're not just walking around you randomly, that they're actually doing things and they go to sleep at night. So all this crazy amount of information was causing some problems. Mm-hmm. But
this was not console specific?
This was like in general specific. So it was running, as I'm sure you can imagine, it was running very poorly on consoles. Mm-hmm. But
I'm adding Zizek to the table. It will be even more complicated. Zizek is responsible for gameplay.
I'm the programmer, CD Projekt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Martin.
So I was just saying that recently we've developed a really clever new streaming system that benefits everything. Now it only loads the world that's immediately around you, and now the game is working a lot better. And actually the console versions are as well working significantly better. We are definitely on our way to getting good performance on every platform, yes, definitely.
So the recent delay that we have heard about some weeks ago was not about the new console generation?
Not at all. It was a very generic. It was just one of those. We could have finished the game earlier, but it would probably be unstable and potentially a lot of bugs in the game. So by postponing it, and it's just a couple of months, it's 4 months, I think.
We actually really want to deliver a product that we're really proud of, happy with the polish quality of it, and fans actually deserve it, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm from PS4 magazine, and our readers tend to have primarily PlayStation consoles, and for many of them this will be the first contact with the Witcher series, with the third part of it. How easy do you think will it be to enter the series now at this point, for the background, for what happened before, and in the first Witcher series you took over many decisions in the save game to the next part. How will this work for PS4 users?
We're making sure that the game is good for both newcomers and all players, right? So if The Witcher is a new game for you, you will be introduced to all the things that happened in the past, all the things that actually Witcher does and who he is. So newcomers shouldn't be afraid of anything. If you already played the previous versions, the release was also something for you. Some characters coming back, same world, only right now even richer than ever.
Is this a decision that you actively do at the start of the game if you're experienced or new to the series?
No. Actually, I think that there's the story team that we have. They very cleverly crafted the beginning of the story. So the beginning of the story will introduce newcomers to the history and what's happened in the past, but also the people who are veterans of the series. They won't feel like they are forced to play a tutorial, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They will feel, okay, this actually already makes sense in the story, so they will feel like it's actually a part of the story, and it will be a good introduction to it.
Okay.
For everybody.
Might we even see a re-release of the first two games in the future?
I don't think so. We are not planning it at the moment.
Okay.
We are way too busy already, and we just simply don't have manpower to do it at this point.
Okay, you have quite a reputation for outspeaking against DRM mechanism, for example. Some days ago there was the news that you won't do any exclusive content for a specific console holder, that you will not hold back the product for a specific console, stuff like that. From an outsider point of view, it sometimes sees as if all this happens in the industry right now because of some sort of pressure that just everyone is doing it now. Everyone is trying to get some additional income, for example, from the console holders. How do you manage to just resist against this pressure?
I think, the good thing about this, there's no way of saying this without making it sound like it's a marketing prepared answer, but the good thing about CD Projekt is that this is, wow, it really sounds marketing. Okay, it's a game made by fans of this game, if this makes any sense. It's a made game by, we're fans. Everybody there is a huge gamer, we all play games, and we all, every time that we can't install a game or it doesn't load or there's some problem, everybody suffers with this, everybody complains about it. And we're trying to just be fair to other people, and if we don't like these problems, I'm sure they won't like it as well. So we're trying to just make it as fair as possible to them. If you buy The Witcher, you'll get a fair treatment as a gamer. Yeah.
Will we see some DLC additionally, perhaps?
I don't think that is planned at the moment. I don't think there is no plan for this.
Right now we're really concentrating on finalizing the project and making sure that the quality is great at the release.
Yeah, and also working on Cyberpunk.
Oh yes, that one is coming next, and there's a lot of work to do that one. I can't wait to start on it too.
Absolutely.
Not right now. It's obviously all focused on The Witcher,
of course.
But that one is looking to be great. Yes, I really expect it.
Thank you very much for the interview, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
I shall give her what she deserves.
Das war unser Interview auf der E3 2014 zum Spiel Witcher 3. Es wurde im Interview auch über die fantastische Story geredet. Im letzten Jahr auf der Gamescom 2013 durfte ich ja mit dem Storywriter reden. Wer das Video-Interview dazu nochmal sehen will, das verlinke ich euch natürlich in der Infobox. Auf jeden Fall hat es mir wieder Spaß gemacht, ich hoffe euch auch, und ihr wisst Bescheid, immer schön weiterzocken.
Make will bring devastation. Each choice will lead to a greater evil.
Thank you.